what are extended workforce analytics and how are they evolving?
Yeah. Workforce analytics, but for the extended workforce. And the differences can be profound since employees are meant to stay and grow, but extended workers are meant to conclude and offboard by design. So what is, being counted and why it's being analyzed can be different. An exciting analytics finding in extended workforce analytics will likely be presented in terms of cost efficiencies, whereas traditional workforce analytics centrally look at mobility, tenure, time in office, performance management, learning and development efficacy, and various elements of comp plan effectiveness as well. Whereas, extended workforce analytics have evolved from general insights based on, for example, high level or vague data points like job title and location to more actionable insights, and have also evolved from the perspective of being able to get as prescriptive as you need to. Source type, city, skill versus job title, as well as real-time benchmarks versus a look back. So how is it evolving? It's evolving as we are getting better at using AI. We have been using AI for years, but getting better at using it to get more precise skills-based insights versus, for example, just job title.
Could you go a little bit deeper into what a skills-based insight might look like for the extended workforce?
Yeah, absolutely. And our philosophy, is we find it very, very critical, especially when looking at benchmarks. We find it very critical to be able to drill into the level of skill. Let's take software developer, for example. There can be hundreds of variants of software developer, Java versus SAP HANA versus Python. You can have a pretty significant swing on a rate, based on those, what we call skill variants. Being able to get as granular as skill versus a vague job title is super critical. So taking it a level below title, and getting into more of that skills based.
How do you price for a skill? And the reason I'm asking, skills is obviously skills-based organization. Skills-based hiring is one of the hottest, topics. It's gone from kind of this trend and hype thing to where we're starting to see, proof points and success stories. So I'm curious to know, can you actually price for a skill, or how does that fit within the aggregate of a role or a job?
Yeah, and not to get ahead into any of the AI questions or topics today, but that's where AI plays a key role in machine learning, being able to drill into the attributes of a job or the work versus looking at a higher level classification like job title, being able to cluster skills like Java, J2EE together and identify that as a skill variant of Java. Is super important in being able to do that skills-based benchmarking. I think that's where, again, being able to use the technology that we've evolved into, particularly AI, to do that is super critical.
So if I understand correctly, you're not pricing the skill by itself, but you might price a job based on the skill, or a role based on the skills that are comprised in that particular job. Is that correct?
Exactly. You got it. Yep.
Okay, thanks. Franz, I want to get to the next question on total talent analytics, but also, do you have any comments on anything we've talked about so far, either skills or evolution of analytics?
Yeah, I mean, well, so one of the things, that I'd gone from studying kind of full-time HR tech market, right? And what I learned very quickly is the extended workforce market is, very separated from the full-time, right? And so it's just been amazing meeting all these new providers that are in that space, been in that space for years. And I will tell you one thing that just kind of blew my mind that, Brightfield and Sarah and Jason had shown me is they have a screen that looks like a stock ticker where you can really see the live price of, here's a COBOL engineer, kind of seeing it go up and down, because they're getting live feeds from the VMSs, right? And so just that type of data availability is something on the full-time side. We typically have to wait for our salary surveys and how are we benchmarking, right? I mean, there's just not really an equivalent to that capability. And so it was very fun to kind of start seeing, you know, kind of the compare and contrast and capabilities on the extended workforce. So just fun things for us to be looking for.